Hello and welcome to Spicy in Wisconsin. I am your host, Mariah Spicer.
Spicy in Wisconsin.
It's great to have you with us today for episode number 4. I'm happy to be with you. I'm happy to be your host. And look, I am who I am, you know?
I find myself being someone that talks a lot. I always feel bad because I don't mean to.
Honestly, I've never felt so seen in my entire life. We're feeling good coming off of a very strong episode last week. Leia and I both, it was kind of a big breath of fresh air to have something that didn't
like
royally
a sigh of
suck.
relief. Yeah.
I better welcome her to the show. Here she is. We know her. We love her.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
I love how much you hate your intro. Welcome.
So embarrassing.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here. But like that intro tape, it's like really embarrassing. Like, who let the dogs out? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Why did you choose that for me?
Sometimes something just like energetically speaks to you, and that just felt so right for you. What do you think about my new intro, though?
I find myself being someone that talks a lot. I always feel bad because I don't mean to.
That is
honestly, I love it. It's right on for you.
It's sad and it's true. So
good.
for today's show, we have the following agenda. We are going to address the listener questions, some of the listener questions that we received last week. From Lindsay Wynn, we will be addressing the question, who is your celebrity fuck? Okay.
Yes,
and we will be just doing a little analysis on hers. Yeah.
A lot.
And then with Gemma Petrie's question, Gemma had some questions related to work-life balance, family life balance, and time for yourself. We are going to condense those down a little bit, and we are going to be focusing specifically on these two questions. How do you find time for yourself within your relationship? Because, time for exercise, those things look different for each person. And so time for yourself within the relationship and family. And then also, do you have FOMO of not spending time with your family and kids when you take that time for yourself?
Yeah, like if your family's doing something fun, like going to the zoo, and you're choosing not to do that, how does that feel for you?
Correct. And then I have done very little preparing because I am in the middle of spray painting a bed frame and it is taking up about 120% of my mental space. So today, our friend Leia, who has finally adjusted her audio levels to be a little louder.
Yeah, I know. You can finally hear me. It's great.
I was actually going through this whole thing where I was like, is Leia really soft-spoken?
No, my volume was turned all the way down.
It wasn't turned all the way down. Okay. It was just unclear.
Okay, so I've got a couple of stories that I'm going to share with you, just some updates. And then, like we said, we're going to go into those two listener questions. And then our family reunion is coming up this weekend. So we're going to talk a little bit about kind of the history of our family, some background, some stuff with me and you. We're going to talk about this particular thing that we're doing with our parents at the reunion, which is kind of a unique situation. And then I've got a question for you. And then I wrote some promos for some different sponsorships that we might go after.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of joking here when we say that we want sponsors, but we're actually really not joking. So
At all.
I've got some, we are going to continue the connection with Wonder State Coffee. We feel very strongly that they could be a really good sponsor for us, and we have made some headroads in terms of connecting with their marketing department, by which I mean I have texted my email address to our friend who is one of the co-founders and said, please connect me with the marketing department. So,
What email did you use? Did you use Spicy in Wisconsin?
Oh, I
or did you
should
use your
have.
personal?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to redo that. Caleb, don't send that to Lydia yet. And then the other
We have
thing.
a name. Good. Lydia.
Yeah, Lydia.
We're coming for you.
We are coming for you. Just wait. And then also, I would just like to put out there, I really need a new baseball hat.
Oh,
Okay.
like a lid.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Lid. I think many of you may be aware that I am a P1 of Bufalina Pizza in Austin, Texas. And about 10 years ago, I received 2 hats from Steven, our friend Steven. And you've met him too, Leia. And I've been wearing that hat now for 10 years. I recently super glued it closed. I sent Steven a video of me super gluing it closed to say bro, send me a new hat. Yeah. How much free marketing have I given that guy? I wear it in every friggin' run I go on.
Oh my God.
So he was like, do you need a new hat? I was like, yeah. Haven't seen a hat. Now listen to this shit, okay? My ex-boyfriend, long time ago, Nick Young, he and his brothers have opened an incredible, well, actually, I don't think he's involved at all. His brothers have opened an incredible coffee shop in Chicago. Shout out to Dots in Chicago. Great coffee shop.
Great.
They're posting away with their cute new hats. I'm like sending a message. I'm like, hey, I'm an influencer in spirit and I would love a new hat. And guess what Rob says to me?
You can buy one.
Basically, he's like, oh, get one.
Yeah, he sends you like the link to
I'm
purchase.
like, well, if he did, that would have been awesome. He's like, get one. I'm like, I'm not in Chicago. He's like, stop in and get one. I'm like, I'm not in Chicago. And I was like, send me one. I'm an influencer in spirit. And he was like, I'm not in Chicago either. I only have one. I'm like, you can figure this out. Look, if Ballerina Farms was like, I love your hats, you'd find a way to get her one. You know what I'm saying? So treat me with the same respect, Rob.
Yeah, that seems fair.
I'm a little upset about it. I'm like, I feel like I do a lot of free marketing for brands that I love.
That whole family's a little cold though. Like, aren't they from
really?
way up north there?
No, dude, they're from Saginaw. Oh, okay. Saginaw.
I see it. I thought they were kind of like Midwest cold,
I think one of them works in politics in Michigan. We should get a read. Today's a big day.
Oh, God. Yeah. Maybe we should get one of them on to talk about it. Maybe we should get somebody on to talk about politics.
Actually,
that would be
was
interesting.
something that I was speaking with Esau our brother Esau, because so with the family reunion, it's actually one thing I'm really enjoying is that like everyone needs to do a lot of chatting with me. So I'm getting like Jess Kennan calling, Esau Spicer calling, Jake Spicer calling. I'm like, bring it on. And
you love that. Like you like to be in that position of like all the like sort of things coming through you. Yeah.
Well, someone asked recently, like, who is the social glue of your family, of your siblings, and who do you think it is?
I think it might be you. Yeah. I think Jessica tried for that role for a long time, but I think you are the natural social glue of the family. You're the connector. You're a great connector.
Really texts very much, so it's hard to do that.
You're also like a Gemini, I would say. I don't know how much like we put into that, but I do think that particular sign is like a big like connector of people.
It's true. I also love I love the quick check-in. I love the long phone call. I love an email. Like I do like to keep in touch with people.
Yeah, you're really, really good at keeping in touch. It's one of your major skills.
Oh, thank you so much.
Along with many other ones.
Oh, wow.
Wait, are we going into this now though, or should we kind of like...
No, I think it's time to keep on track.
Okay.
So
first of all, I wanted to... What?
I don't know. I feel like I should play a drop for the...
Oh, yeah. Play something.
I run to my coach. I'm like, Coach, I don't got any teeth.
I love that drop. Speaking of, Delulu, he does seem to be doing well. I think he had to get a root canal on those teeth.
Okay.
But we'll find out more soon.
Yeah, I'm going to see him a little later today, so...
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I have to go to Baroque to go to therapy.
I'm sorry. That's a long drive.
I'm excited about it. It's great. Okay. First of all, I just wanted to do a little follow-up on our last show. For some reason, my children like love to listen to the podcast. Okay. And they even like will watch like the YouTube version of it. Okay. So they were in the other room. And last episode, I will say, if you have children, it is appropriate for children to listen to the last episode. There are some more explicit ones that are not appropriate for your children.
Well, it's appropriate for your children. But like my husband was like calling me. He's like, because I was like, can you listen to the show? And he's like driving back to Chicago. He's like, I'm 20 minutes in and this talk of veins rolling. I had to turn it off.
Okay.
He's like, the idea of a needle missing a vein. It doesn't gross me out at all.
No, but I think that is like a big trigger for a lot of people.
Yes,
but we did a warning. We did a warning.
Yeah, I've also been doing like what I would consider to be guerrilla marketing.
Oh,
So like I guess I can just say, I saw Ann Yentz walking. You know how she does her like amazing power walking. She's like cruising. She's got her AirPods in, corded. So she's so cool. And I was like, Ann, did you know we do a podcast? Like, what are you listening to? She's like, I'm listening to nothing.
No way.
Which I think is like such a boss move. You're like, don't approach me.
Oh, yeah.
But she said she does listen to stuff sometimes, but she's like, often I'm listening to nothing. And so I was like, please, like, I was like, put it on your phone right now. I was like doing it. I was like, on your phone. And I was like, but it is a little it's not for the faint of heart, episode 3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's called like horror stories, you know,
exactly.
so you were warned.
I said blood, gut, and gore. Okay, go.
So my kids are listening into the podcast, and I'm like, they're in my room or watching it, and then I'm in the other room cleaning, and Sonny comes running in, and they have just gotten to the ghost story part of it about the house, and he says to me, "That's my scary spot in the house too."
Oh my God. Really?
And they are like going on and on. They're like, "Yeah, I can't even be down there. It's so scary. Right at the bottom of the stairs. It's so like I have to run up the stairs every time. They're like, I've been scared of that place like since I was little, like before we moved into this house. I was so scared of it.
Really?
So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then
Wow, you've really like energetically narrowed in on a space. You need to get like one of those like
a divining rod. Yeah, let's go. And then I also just wanted to share one other story. We had some friends over for dinner the other day. Just that my daughter needs something. Is she okay? We had a friend over for dinner the other day with Patrick Michaels, who would consider himself, I think, like a writer, and he is doing some reviews for ABT, and they're going to be published in the Valley Sentinel, which is like a small newspaper. And so he's like saying out loud, like, yeah, my reviews are going to be published in the newspaper. And Tommy, who's like 6, says to him, oh, I don't read the newspaper. I only read the New Yorker.
Did he really? I love him. I only read the New Yorker.
I was dying.
Wow.
Dying.
Well, should I tell you my tiny ghost story, or should we move on?
Oh, I think go.
It's not that scary. So
Yeah.
when we were,
You remembered something, right?
yes,
Like something came back to you.
when Charlie was 9 months old or something, it was like COVID, but we went up to the UP and we stayed in this like really cool house. I think I should send you pictures of it and stuff. You probably saw it. Like looked out right. It was right on the water,
Okay.
over Lake Superior. It's a gorgeous place, and find feelings initially, whatever, and then like a lot of family photos on the walls. We were like reading about them. We were like trying to figure out whose house this was and whatever. We did discover that like the parents had passed away like relatively recently.
Okay.
The people who lived there.
Okay.
I can't remember what order this happened. And then we received
yeah.
this like phone call to the house. Okay, because it was a landline, and I don't know why I picked it up. It might have been because there was like an internet outage and we'd been like in touch with the family, and they were thinking about coming over. So I answer it, and it's like a kid, and it's like, Grandma.
Oh my god.
Grandma.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And
But these people are dead.
they're
right?
dead. Yeah. And then I had like a very spooky sense. Like kind of, it wasn't like I had it initially when we got to the house. Like it took a few days. I think that phone call, maybe finding out that they'd passed away. But I definitely was, I would say in that house, I was in fact like feeling the presence of those two people. I don't know if they like died there. I doubt that they did. But yeah, I was feeling Grandma.
Dude, that is freaky. That's really freaky. Okay, our next thing that we were going to go into was some information that we received from a listener, Lindsay. She wrote in to talk about her celebrity fuck. I would just like to say that somebody texted me to say that they thought that Lindsay's celebrity fuck was mine, which I was like, no, and no. Okay.
Her celebrity fuck is John Mayer.
Yeah.
Which
Who, like, I don't even really know who that is.
I thought it was the head of Maroon 5, but I think that's Adam Levine.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know.
Do you want to look him up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think one thing that is like kind of depressing about like all of our celebrity fucks at this age is like they're
all
50.
old.
Like they're
know.
all so old. But I think most of them are getting like hotter with age. Don't you think? Like mostly actors.
I don't know.
Are
I
getting
don't know
hotter.
what John Mayer looks like. Okay. I'm seeing him now. This is much better than Adam Levine.
What was he? What is?
This isn't bad. He's like doing some guitar humping,
Could
you know.
Could you name like any song?
She will be loved. And she will be loved. Isn't that John Mayer?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
but
think so.
I liked what you were doing there a lot.
Roving eyes with a broken heart. It's looking like he may have dated Taylor Swift.
Oh.
And
wow.
it does appear that he is 48 years old.
Yeah, he was born in 1977.
Isn't he that Bubblegum Toast song guy?
I really do not know. Can you look up his most popular
I'm
songs?
trying. Gravity, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, and Stop This Train. I got nothing. Do you know any of these?
Nothing. No, I can't even. Maybe we'll have to have Lindsay to let us know what her favorite song is. And also, like, is she,
know none of those
is she
songs.
still into him? Or was
She
it
said
like
current.
Current.
He is. Okay.
Current. Okay, what about for you?
Okay, well, mine has always been, for many years, in the Peaky Blinders era in particular, I find Cillian Murphy.
I'm sorry, I just saw your shoes.
I was wondering if you were going to
Oh
notice them.
my God.
This one seems to be breaking.
Those are amazing. Where did you get those? Are those
Pop of color.
you got those at a thrift store?
Steve Madden.
Those are so
Thank you. I almost didn't
cute.
get them.
I love
waiting for you to
them.
notice. I was really shocked
love
that you
them.
didn't.
Actually, your whole outfit is really good.
Thank you. I wear my belt. I had
It's
a
really, really
lot
good.
of different things that I was going for. Like I did 5 different shirts, but I really
Yeah.
wanted to make this look. Can
And
we see
also,
yours?
And also like the pink necklace
Thank
with
you.
the green
Yes,
shoe.
thank you. Thank
Okay, when I came in, I asked you, what do you think my outfit is? I'm going to have to take
I
a
said-
step back.
yes, I said
Sorry
Rudy
for
Jude.
everybody who is not able to see right now.
Well, they can.
Can you
They can watch
describe?
the YouTube. Okay, so Leia has on a brown shirt with paint splatters on it. Then she has a pair of taupe pants that are like a trouser and my old Birkenstock. She's probably also wearing my underwear. Always wearing my underwear.
We're going to talk about that later.
Yep. Rudy Jude.
No,
Mom.
not Rudy Jude. No, not mom.
What?
What I'm trying to go for is like a young Martha Stewart.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I really
yeah.
needed like a little bit of a bigger tee with like a pocket here. And the photo I've seen, she's wearing like a green tee. She's out in the garden. It's like this beautiful. I'll send you the photo. Maybe we can use
You
this
shouldn't
as
have
show
thrown
pic.
those clogs away.
I know.
And I
Those
feel like
clogs
she
would
might
been
have a hat
perfect.
on too or something. Like she always has like a little accessory.
Her hair is a little longer too. It's like actually
Well, you don't
shoulder length and like a little like puffier. But
you know, this is
yeah.
one of my skills is like pulling the ingredients out of an outfit.
Oh my god,
What?
it's amazing.
I told you the other day with those new bell bottoms you got, how to style those.
You did.
Okay.
Those might be horrible. All right, sorry, I'm on the edge of my sheet. Your celebrity fuck.
Yes. Okay. So I have always said Cillian Murphy. I've always found him very attractive. Now this goes into more of, I really like the Anglo, like the English, the Irish guys. I
yeah.
really find
Yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
very attractive. I like the sort of sports bro, but really it comes down to like a humor thing. Like I like the dry humor. I love an accent. One time I spotted these extremely attractive Irish group of Irishmen in Chicago. And I was like, there's only one place they could be going. It's the coffee shop that I think I'm going to. I was also late. I went as fast as I possibly could because I didn't want them to get in line in front of me. There were like 4 of them. I was like, I can't wait for 4 lattes.
Yeah.
But I needed to know. I was like, those guys are Irish. I
You
knew.
knew. You could tell.
I knew.
Like from across
I couldn't
the
hear
street.
them. I couldn't hear them. I got there. Sure enough, they were Irish. Irish. There for a bachelor party. Yeah.
Did you make contact with these people? Did you?
Yes,
speak to
I
them?
spoke to them. I said, I knew from across the street you were Irish.
Yeah, yeah. What was the kind of general vibe you were getting back from them? Like, hi, or kind of like, why are you talking?
No,
to
they
us,
were being
ma'am?
nice. I think it was more of an elderly woman spoke to us at a coffee shop feeling, but that's okay.
It's so painful.
Okay,
now,
who's
isn't
your?
it?
Okay, so Cillian Murphy is one. Okay, that's one. And then I will admit one. Okay, I've been thinking about this one. This one's kind of embarrassing, but recently I've.
Oh my god! I'm like, what is she gonna
Oh, okay. Recently, I've been having more.
say? No. I'm like, oh.
I can't even say it. Okay. Do you know who Vincent Boone is?
No. No, I don't know who that is.
The back flipper?
The back flipper?
Yeah.
He's like a YouTube star or something?
No, he's a singer.
Benson
Yeah, do you wanna hear his- Yeah, Benson Boone.
Benson Boone.
I want to play his song for you.
Should I look him up on the
No, I'm gonna
on
play
the
it for
internet?
you.
I'm gonna look at his face.
I probably, well, I don't know what he looks like. I'm really going for the body.
Oh, you don't actually know what he looks like? Oh,
Here
he's kind of hot.
There he
He's
is.
actually kind of
There he is.
hot.
So it's funny because he's like
Right,
a
he's
very
24.
I'm that's why I'm embarrassed. That's why I'm embarrassed.
That's like very
Okay, this is one
inappropriate.
of his songs. Oh no,
She's a
I can't play that for you. There's a. We're gonna have to mute this for a second. But so he does that song that's like, please wait.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. I don't know who needs
good.
who
That
needs
one's
YouTube.
good.
Who needs YouTube?
I know.
Yeah, he's really
He's kind of hot.
dude.
Yeah.
He is okay. So
He's
he's
got
kind
like,
of
like an 80s look going.
yeah.
or
So that's what I was gonna
something,
say. He
70s,
is
maybe
like
70s.
in the. He's in the style of like what 20-year-olds go for,
Right.
which is very strange to me because I'm 40. So I'm like
you've
looking.
always been into youth culture. Okay,
I
you always
know.
have your
I
like
do like the
finger on
youth.
the balls of youth culture.
As if I wish I. it is true.
Also, can I just say he was born in 2002?
Oh my god! No, you can't.
2002.
You actually can't say that.
So disturbing.
Well, I'm not saying I actually
know?
want to sleep with him. I'm just saying like there's something there. Look at his abs, dude. Look at his backflips,
Well, his
dude.
body is like so he does like a backflip on
I
stage.
want you to watch it. I want you to
yummy.
watch it. So yeah,
Yum.
that's his thing. He's like a backflipper. And actually at the circus that I went to last week, they had like a thing where they they actually like went into a Benson Boone, like the guy who was one of the clowns, like started doing some Benson Boone, and like I was like I was screaming in like an embarrassing way.
Yeah, you were like so. It was like
He
your
wasn't
whole
even
body
there.
was like so excited.
Yeah, it was bad. What about you?
Okay, well, my celebrity fuck, and it has been for a long time, is Barack Obama. And I just like, I think he's so hot and so
hot.
interesting, and like he's just getting hotter and hotter with age. Like, but then like we were talking about this before, and then I started being like, yeah, I just like don't know if he would be like into me. Like he gets to like have sex with that like beautiful muscular black
Smart
woman.
woman.
Like, he is smart. Like he's not going to be interested in like some like puny white chick, you know. And you were like, shut up.
Yeah, you're
like,
thinking way too hard
like,
about this.
You don't need to like go into like the logistics of how it happens.
Benson
you know?
Boone like wouldn't even be able to see me. Like I would be standing in front of him, and all he would see would be like clear air. You know, like I don't even appear. So we're not going for like who would be interested in you.
Yeah.
Like in this assumption, you're just gonna have a great night. You know, like that's all it is. But you're just going straight on like looks. Like for example, our sister-in-law Hava.
Energy.
She went with Jason Momoa from the Game of Thrones era, which I'm like, wow, you got to have some big cojones to like go for that one. You know, I was like, I actually think that could be dangerous. Like, I was like, I'm pretty sure that was like
you could get like injured.
100%. I think that was like
of recovery.
that was like part of the kind of plot with Danny. And so I was like, maybe not for me. But it is helpful because that did kind of solidify for me who Jason Momoa is, not Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I was very confused about that also. Okay. That was nice.
So Obama, I mean, that's kind of, I mean, it's a great one. And I actually did want to say, like, outside of this, that will now be my new one. I plan to use Obama.
Yeah, Obama's a great one.
Yeah, it's really good.
It was also, I will say, Obama was my high school Spanish teacher's wife, celebrity fuck as well. And like, I don't know really why I know that. But it did come up. My high school Spanish teacher was like obsessed with Shakira. Okay. And we would like watch.
What? Who was your high school Spanish teacher? Can you whisper to me?
I don't know if we can like talk about names on the air, but he was like obsessed with Shakira. So
start
we would
with,
like,
does it sound like damn?
No. But very good friends with that one.
Does it?
So he would like show us like all of these Shakira videos, and then we would like decode the lyrics. That would be like part of our like Spanish class. But for some reason, he told us in Spanish class that like he and his wife had an agreement that there was like a free pass, and hers was Obama.
And his was Shakira.
But that made me think, like, should you go ahead and get permission? Just like in case this ever came up.
Benson?
Yeah.
I'm available.
No, from your husband.
No, I know. I think Greg would be happy to give me permission for either Benson Boone or Killian Murphy, neither of whom I'm ever lucky enough to like lay eyes upon. One time in my Spanish class, we went to the same high school, same boarding high school.
Yeah.
I was in class with my Spanish teacher, Kyle, and he was asked a question, which was something like, ¿Cómo se dice ventana ¿Cómo se dice window in español? Or how do you say window in español? And I believe he had what we would call like he warged. His brain was not working in the moment. And he said, no hay ventanas in Mexico. There are no windows in Mexico, was his response. And I was just like, sometimes I think about that and I'm like,
what?
I feel like I had a really good high school education, but like how?
Then there was that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was great. Now we're going to move into like a slightly more serious topic. This question came from Gemma, and you can kind of take the lead on this because I think this is a little more your territory.
Yeah, I'm not going to take too much time on this one because I know we want to get into family stuff here too. But one question Gemma asked was just about how you find that balance and of, you know, taking time for yourself, whether it's for exercising, writing, reading, sleeping, whatever it is that you need more time of that you're not able to sort of able to get within your family relationship and dynamic. Well, one thing that I can say for me is that Greg and I have a very specific schedule that works really well for us for mornings and evenings. And that has helped me a lot with having the time to plan also for when I'm going to be working out, what days I'm going to be working out, etc. So what that looks like is basically just an exactly 50-50 split of mornings and evenings. And they're set you have like a bald patch. You need to, this is terrible.
Oh my God.
Oh,
thank you so
yeah,
much.
that was not good. It looks like you had like a hair piece in.
I don't even want to talk about what's going on with my hair, to be honest.
This looks cute. Okay. So that has been really helpful for me. And when we travel.
Wait, so you said you have a very set routine for mornings and evenings.
I don't want to get into it too much, but
50-50.
basically it's like Monday mornings, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, I get up with the kids.
Okay.
And Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, Greg gets up with the kids.
Okay.
And then that same night, the other person is doing the bedtime.
Okay.
Basically,
Okay.
like you can
Yep.
figure this out for yourself how you want to do it.
But it's an equal
Yeah,
split
and
of
what it
mornings and
means is
nights.
that I can just be like, hey, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays are my morning workout days. I'm
right.
always available at 6 a.m. I can meet my friends. Greg usually uses his time to sleep more. He needs more sleep than I do.
Yep.
And then same thing with the evenings. If I want to have plans to go out with friends or whatever. And I don't feel like we're missing a lot of time in those instances because the other person's like doing bedtime or just kind of doing the hour of morning stuff. So that has worked out really, really well. It's also saved us a lot of time of like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow?
Right,
Are you available?
right.
We just have this set schedule.
You know.
And then the other part of the question that Gemma asked, which I'm curious more if you want to take this one, is she was saying that she has like she'll get FOMO. So like she feels really like the time with young children is very precious and fleeting, and it's hard for her. Like even if she has sort of the green light from her partner to go do your thing, I'm good. I'll take the kid. I'll take our kid to like go do something fun.
Yeah.
She wants to be part of that fun thing with the family. So I was curious, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think definitely like anytime your kids are doing something that's fun, there is somewhat of a desire to be there. I think that I like the time that I really enjoy spending with my children is like putting them to bed, reading books to them, like sitting down for a family meal, playing games. I like traveling and stuff with them too, but I really like sort of like these like more like quiet home moments the most. And I also think like our childhood did not involve a lot of like, going to a water park or taking a trip as a family or doing that kind of stuff. So I have like a pretty low bar for that. Like my expectations on doing those kind of family things is low. So I think I don't have that much guilt about like not doing that stuff because I'm like, I look back at my childhood and I think it was fine, and wonderful in a lot of ways. And we didn't do a lot of that stuff, So I think like more so what I feel is that I really do like to try as much as I can that like when I am with my children to be present. So that means like putting your phone away or not being like thinking about your to-do list or trying to like rush through something so that you can like get back to cleaning the house or whatever. Just trying to be like, okay, this is time that I'm spending with my children. I'm fully focused on them. Because I find that to be like sort of the most fulfilling. So that was kind of a bad answer to that question, but
Well, do you feel guilty being like alone and taking time for yourself when you have that? Like, do you feel a sense of guilt or FOMO?
no, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I really enjoy like that time for myself. And I
Yeah.
also think that like you need that time in order to like be a good parent for your kids. Like I mean, I do. Some people probably don't, but I need that like recharge time or that time that's for me. Or like I'll get up an hour earlier in the morning just to do something that is like just for me. And that makes me have a much better day with my children.
Yeah. Well, I probably in the same boat. Certainly when I was traveling more for work, I was very accustomed to being away from my children and it didn't bother me at all. While I've been taking this time off from work, I have felt a lot of like when I'm away from them, I've really noticed that I miss being around them and I've gotten more accustomed to their routines. But I think that's just like a muscle we flex. My travel will amp up here again before too long. And I don't anticipate, like, I love that sense of, this might sound bad or something, but I love that sense of almost when you forget that you have kids, like, because it's
I know what
so
you mean.
hard to get there. It's
Yep.
so hard. You're constantly thinking about your children. You're
Yep.
constantly okay, I got a ping. I need to like fill out this form.
Right.
One of them needs me. One of them is literally on me, asking me a question. And
Right.
so when you just are able to like divorce your mind from that, it feels like this sense of like getting back in touch with who you are.
Yeah.
And I really value that too. So, I mean, there are times when I have FOMO, but if they're with their dad, like I know that they're having a great time with him.
Totally.
And I want to
Yeah.
give them that space because I also have experiences when I'm just with the kids that feel like really special. And so I believe that that's the case for them too.
Yeah. With Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you look forward to the time like when your kids are like, say, in high school or out of the house? Like, can you even look that far forward to think like, what's that going to be like? Like, who am I going to be then?
That's That's an interesting thing to think about. I guess I haven't considered it too much. I certainly am looking forward to teenage years. Like, I like teenagers. I was actually
like
just...
we know you love the youth culture.
Yeah, I do. I was just speaking actually on the phone to our nephew Finn.
Oh, yeah.
Who, shout out Finn. He is in Ortese, which is where we went on our Italian Dolomites trip.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wow.
So I was just chatting with him about some things to do. And like, look, Finn and Luca and Mora and Haven, these are our nieces and nephews that are in their like late teens, early 20s. I love them. Like, sometimes they can all be insufferable in each of their own ways.
Yeah.
But like, who can't?
Oh yeah. I mean, think about you when you were a teenager. My God.
It was more the preteen age for me that was wretched. I think. Oh, you're
all of it. I mean.
Well, I will say though.
I mean,
also,
I was awful too. I was just like, I
You
thought I
weren't
was
that bad.
so smart. I just
Of
thought I was
course.
like literally the smartest person. Like, the world is not even ready for what I'm bringing to it.
Oh my God! Do you know what I was doing recently?
Oh,
I was
no.
looking at your blog.
Does that still exist?
Yes,
Dude, do you still have your Scattergood yearbooks?
Yeah.
We should hit those maybe
Sure.
sometime.
Sure. So I feel like that was pretty much my whole thought on that. Maybe I had one final.
Oh yeah, but you were talking about the teens, the youth culture.
Oh, one thing I was looking forward to is like right now, you know, your kids wake up at like 6:30. You're like, oh my God. And I was telling the kids today, I was like, when you're teenagers, you're going to be sleeping until you're 10:30, 11, 12. You're like never going to see them, which in some weird
That's
way
true.
right now, I'm like, oh, that would be fine. That would be just fine if I could like chill in the mornings a little bit. But
Yeah.
that is the part where I think Gemma's point of light, it's fleeting.
Yeah.
This stuff is short. And so
Yeah.
I could also see a world in which saying like, hey, I am going to spend more time with my kid and family because there are going to be times when your kid doesn't want to be around you.
Right.
And that stuff's coming up.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
Moving on, my sister.
Okay, I think at this point we are now moving on to a little bit of family history, you and I's relationship, and this is kind of in preparation for all of our family descending.
Do you think it's you and I's relationship? Don't you think it would be your and my relationship?
Sure.
Well, because, okay, think about if you're ever, like, if you were going to remove one of those things, your relationship, you wouldn't say you and I.
I think maybe it should be
you
our
wouldn't say-
relationship.
that would also work.
That might be just a better, more concise way of saying that. One thing that I did just want to bring up, you kind of already brought it up before, and a listener asked about this also, but it's about kind of like, do we share clothing? Has that changed over the years? Have we always shared clothing? And one thing that happens to us like routinely.
Who asked
is
this
that-
question? Who asked this question?
Michelle. And one thing that routinely shows up for us in this dynamic here is that you will come over to my house, or I'll come over to your house, and I'll be changing clothes, and you'll be like, those are my underwear.
They are always, you're always wearing my underwear. But actually,
I'm just like, what are you talking about? You're wearing my underwear.
I'm literally wearing
You are
yours today.
literally wearing my
but
underwear
you
right
gave
now.
them to me.
Yes,
recently.
But you went into my room and you got them and you put them on. And then I was like, yeah, you can have those. I hate them. And actually, I said, I
Kinda like
hate
them.
the way they fit. And I was like, they're too tight. And you were like, God, you must have a bigger vagina.
I just thought that was funny. Like, I don't actually think that. But
Like,
the
as
idea,
if that's the reason that they don't fit. Like, oh, God, you must have a huge vagina.
well, that is correct.
I thought that was
this
really
is
funny.
like the world's smallest thong in the world, so it actually would be applicable. If there was anything, it would be applicable
Definitely.
to.
So I do think, like, I guess hopefully that answers everyone's questions. Yes, we share clothing.
Everything.
Down to the underwear. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely
like, no
down to the
problem with
underwear.
that. So,
All the time. We share a lot of clothing, and it is not really a contentious thing. We are not like, oh, you took something of mine.
No.
Except for Leia feels that I target her, that she's always wearing my underwear. But we do a lot of like, we buy clothes for each other. We get things at the thrift store. We trade things. I'll have something for like, you've had some of my clothes that I'm like, don't even consider them mine anymore at this
Yeah.
point, like years.
But then you could probably get them back if
Yeah.
you wanted to.
Yeah.
And it's actually, like, I think there's clothes that would kind of be in that, like, middle zone where, like, maybe they're not even really owned by us.
Ours.
They're ours. Yeah. Our
Your
clothes.
and my, yours and my,
Our clothes.
yours and my clothing.
Yours and I's. I and you's clothing.
Exactly. I and
Yes,
use clothing.
Yes. Okay. So enough on that. So Mariah and I are the two youngest of 7 children. And all 7 of the children are going to be together again in a mere 3 days. And I was trying to remember with Mom when the last time this was that this happened.
And did you figure it out?
I was thinking that maybe it was Ben and Amber's wedding. That maybe we were
No,
all
I don't
together
think
then.
someone wasn't there.
Okay.
Isaac wasn't there.
Okay. And so then was it Ben's other wedding? that didn't happen? Family Olympics? Was everyone there for
I
that?
think it was the Family Olympics.
Okay.
But I'm trying to remember, was everybody there?
Well,
And that would have been like 15 years ago, right?
the one thing that I have noticed from that one is that there doesn't seem to be a family picture from that. And in general, there's a family picture if we were all together.
Yeah. The last family photos that I remember.
I would say from that badminton tournament. Is that
You think
right?
that's the most recent one? Because there's also the one where we're sitting on the wood pile with all of us.
That's earlier.
That's earlier. You
Yep.
were younger.
I was younger then.
Yeah. I mean, I do feel like we were all here for the Family Olympics. I was looking back through photos. You, me, Esau, and Isaac went to Taliesin and traipsed around.
Oh, yeah, that was
Some
fun.
of that's on your blog, actually. That
Oh.
was a reminder.
Cool.
And then I'm assuming Jess and Jake were there, but I guess I don't know for sure.
Please don't say the name of my blog out loud.
I can't remember it, but I'd love to.
Thank
Leia.
God. Thank God.
What is it?
I can't. We're not bringing that
I had
up.
one too, but I like tried to scrub it from the internet
Mariah's
for professional
Midwest.
reasons.
That
Yeah,
was actually
it's
like
gone.
a good. That was a good blog.
It should come back. It would. fit
So
with the
yeah, so we
theme.
don't even know. We can't even remember the last time that we were all together. And just like in general, how would you feel? How would you rate your kind of energy going into this family reunion?
So I think I need a little bit more background. So
Okay.
yes, we haven't been together in a long time, and there are some reasons for that. You know, I got married 10 years ago, and one of our siblings did not attend that. And part of the reason that he did not attend that, I think he was going through some stuff personally, but also there are some rifts in our family and some disagreements and some long-term pains or wounds that haven't been resolved or just sort of put aside. And I think that we do have a family with really strong personalities, and I don't think that we learned a lot of skills with like in regards to sort of mending and healing
Or like conflict management?
yeah. And so that has made it more difficult to get everybody in the same room. And it's already difficult because there's 7 of us. We're all doing different things. We live in different parts of the country. So, you know, there's 2 of us here in, well, I guess there's like, how many of us? There's 4 in the Midwest.
Yep.
3 here in Wisconsin, 5 in the Midwest. 5 in the Midwest. We have 1 brother in Detroit. I'm in Chicago. And then 3 of you are here in this, 2 of you.
It's just 3 in the Midwest. 4 in the Midwest. 4 in the Midwest.
Yeah, 2
1
here
on
in
the
Spring
East
Green,
Coast, 2 on the West Coast.
2 on the West Coast. Yeah, okay. And so also just like all the logistics of that.
Yeah.
So
And a lot of us have children.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. And so earlier in the year, I just felt this.
I was trying to think, was it when we were in Mexico that we started talking about this? Or was it after that?
It was after. It was like late. I don't know what it was. I think it's partially like this summer. I'm not working this summer. I have the time.
Yeah.
And I just felt like
And you're a great planner and organizer.
Thank you.
And you're also the great connector of our family.
okay. No. And then there was this other stuff that was going on, which was it's really sad. But a number of our people in our age group have lost their parents recently.
Yeah, like
And
in our
these-
community.
Yeah, and this is a very small Spring Green, and where we're from in this area is a very small, tight knit community. And so your friends' parents, like them, and maybe they weren't like you weren't best friends with the person, but they've just been a fixture of your life and a fixture of like the illustration of your life.
Yeah, the fabric of your life.
Yeah.
Tapestry.
Yeah.
Tapestry.
Thank you. And so I just am noticing and thinking about our parents and their longevity. And I felt that we had an opportunity right now for all of us to get together before our parents pass away.
Yeah. Or like before we're in crisis mode or before
Yeah.
it's the last time you're going to see your parents.
Well, I felt like it could be at their funeral.
yeah. Well,
would
and
be
our
the tr-
parents are
yeah.
in their 70s, 74 and 76.
Yeah. So I think there is some time, but some of the people some of the generation that's been lost,
We'll be done soon, sweetie.
20 minutes, Esther.
Just give us a few minutes.
We had a visitor.
We had a visitor.
Some of those people were in their 60s and 70s.
Right.
So
exactly.
that's kind of the
Exactly.
point that I was
Yeah.
making. So I decided, I felt very called to like reach out and see if we could get together a family reunion. And this is not a family reunion with all family members. It's
Yeah,
the
I think when we say it,
siblings.
it's a little confusing. It's really just for our siblings.
It's
so.
immediate family reunion. So it's the 7 kids and my parents, and then people who live here, but no one else is like flying their kids in from across the country. And it was challenging. Like it wasn't easy. A lot of people were like, I'm not so sure about this, including like our sister Jess, because she's been in Europe for like a month and a half and
Right.
stuff. And so it took some work. Everyone is committed. There's still some sort of loose cannoning happening. which I would love to get into, but I don't think I can.
Yes.
And but everyone is supposed to be descending upon the southwest part of Wisconsin either tomorrow or the next day or the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really happening here.
So it's
here
happening.
We go.
So how are you feeling about it?
Well, first of all, I would just like to say how grateful I am to you for all the work that you've put in organizing this and taking this on.
Thank you.
You are really good at that kind of stuff, and it's really. I also think like at this moment in time, like our siblings are feel very connected to you, and so it's really nice for you to have kind of like taken that work on.
Thank you.
And I'm actually just like really excited.
I know.
And I can't wait to be with everybody. It's like such an incredible feeling. Like we have so many similarities, and like my siblings are hilarious. They make me laugh so much. So I'm really looking forward to that part of it. I have, just like a little bit of, there's been lots of family gatherings where something has happened. And so I'm doing like some major finger crossing and just a lot of deep breathing, just hoping that something like that doesn't happen, but I don't think it will. And I think for me also, I'm really trying to focus on mom and dad. I feel like this is like something that is for them. It's incredible that they're going to have all of their children together for this moment. And so I'm like putting a lot of my energy towards like, how can we make this as special as we possibly can for them?
Yeah, I think that's right. And I remembered. So it was actually Mom's birthday. It was me, you, Isaac, Jake, and Jess were together.
So
and we were having
fun.
so many big LOLs and like
we're
so
like
many
playing rap
laughing.
music in the kitchen.
So fun. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, I want to do more of this.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
where are the other two? We
Yeah.
need them.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think one of the things that I tried to focus on, because I was like, if I just say we're getting together, no one's going to come. So I really put it on to our parents. And actually one of the things that we're doing, which is kind of intense, but really beautiful, is we are going to work towards finding a burial site for our parents on the property. So we are working towards having a green burial or multiple green burials on the farm, correct?
Yeah. So I think under like Wisconsin state law right now, you can bury one person on the land. But in order to bury more, you're either going to have to get like a special variance or you're going to have to establish a cemetery. I wasn't originally interested in the idea of establishing a cemetery because there's like some hoops that you have to jump through. But like the more that we kind of think about it, we think like, oh, well, like I could be buried there or other people in our family could be buried there if we wanted to. And
our parents could be together. So, I mean, I think a little history here is now it's like the perfect time.
Go into it,
So our parents were, well, actually there's been some debate. Esau said that their first date was in Santa Barbara.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to.
I know
we're
the
gonna
Peter,
have to,
Paul, and Mary, or whatever. I don't know. So we have to get some details.
I said it was a Peter, Paul, and Mary
and
concert.
Berkeley.
Yeah,
at Berkeley, which is actually what
or
I
Gilroy
always
or
thought.
something.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
So we'll have to get some more intel on that. But they were young hippies. They met. Our mom was 16. Our dad was 17. And
Summer of Love, 1969.
Yeah. And they met, I'm not going to go into every detail, but they met, they, fell in love, and eventually they got married. They got married in 1970. Sorry, 1970, excuse me. 1970. And then they had our brother Jake the same year.
Yep.
And they were very young. They had him out in Santa Clara in California. And then they were poor and young, and they had a friend whose father had a hunting cabin, right?
In Wisconsin.
And that was like a little further north in Wisconsin, around New Lisbon area. And they moved up there, right? Or Elroy or something?
I don't know. Some of these details are lost on me.
Yeah. And they moved out there. And the stories from those days are always like really interesting to hear. And our family has gone through different levels of poverty, but our family's always been pretty poor.
Yeah.
And in those days, they were like really poor. Really poor. Our brother Jacob was the first legally homeschooled child in the state of Wisconsin. There were obviously other children who had been homeschooled, but he was the first one who'd like legally like signed up as a homeschooler. And they continued homeschooling most of us throughout our lives. There was always like the option to go to school.
Absolutely.
Although I always felt, you actually did go to some public high school. Yeah. I always felt that it was an option, but it was very looked down upon. And I still feel
definitely.
that like education and organized education, standardized education is very looked down upon by our parents.
I think that's fair.
Even if they're not
by
aware.
Dad. Maybe not so much by mom, but definitely by dad.
Yeah, even if they're not super aware of that themselves.
Yeah.
there's something there,
Yeah.
which is a whole other thing. Anyway, so
They lived
then
on a commune.
yeah, they lived kind of a few different places in Wisconsin.
Yep. And they had a few different like interesting careers too. Like our mom was a paramedic and an EMT. And our dad was basically always just like a home. I mean, I guess he had jobs too. He worked at that co-op in Ann Arbor.
Our father seems to have an issue with authority. I'm not going to lie. He
No,
does.
definitely, yeah.
He doesn't like to work for the man. And you've kind of inherited some of that.
Definitely.
Yeah, he doesn't like to work for the man. He doesn't want to have a boss.
Doesn't
but
want to have a regular job.
he doesn't want to have to go somewhere every day. He just wants to be
Yeah.
able to do his thing. He wants to have his time be his own.
Yeah.
And I think that was actually really challenging in some ways for our parents. I think that our mom had to kind of figure it out. So when we were young, in the 80s, like early 80s, they moved here to this part of Wisconsin around Spring Green.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons they moved here,
Be done soon, okay?
one of the reasons that they moved to this area was to work at American Players Theater, which is this beautiful theater, Tony-winning theater, right out here in Southwest Wisconsin. It was just getting formed. And they lived a couple different places. Some of us were in the plays when we were young.
All of us, actually. All of the kids have been in a play
Every
at
single
American
one.
Players
That's
Theater.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And our dad worked there and our mom worked in the costume shop. So dad did work as
Yeah.
like a house and grounds manager there for quite a few years.
Yeah.
And during that time, they went out and looked at this piece of property that was for sale, or no, it was for rent.
Yep.
It was a 40-acre farm with a pretty dilapidated house, right?
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
parts. They did a lot of work, I think.
Yeah.
And this was spring of 1987. So they moved into the house, and then I was born in June of 1987, and they went home to that house. It was right around when they'd moved in.
Yep.
And that is still the farm that you are now the owner of.
Yeah.
And we really see this as a multi-generational family farm. And so having the cemetery there is kind of like just a continuation of that. Like it's a place that we really want to keep in our family and have, our parents there with us too,
Yeah.
which is intense.
And, I'm really interested to hear like what people have to say about choosing this burial site. I think you've brought up a lot of good points. I think mom and dad have a lot of good points. And sort of some of the things we've talked about is like, how easy is it to maintain? How close is it to the house? Is it something that you want far away? Do you want your parents' graves to be a part of your everyday life, or do you want it to be something that feels like more removed? So I'm really just looking forward so much. And our sister Jessica is like really good, I think, too, at these kind of conversations. And
She's a witch. She's like borderline witchy.
yeah, she is. And also our mom is too. Mom is like very, very intuitive, I think.
I don't even know. I think
We
she
can come
is.
back to that
I
later.
think she is.
Our mom is also a home birth midwife for many, many years. That was like the bulk of her career.
Yeah.
And so like, I think kind of when you have that energy of bringing babies into the world, there's kind of this like connection between the two worlds maybe or something.
Yeah, that's true. She delivered like 1,000 babies in her career.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you think is the most likely to cause a scene at the family
Oh my
reunion?
God, I cannot even answer that question.
Don't say me.
I was considering not drinking at it because I was like, I don't want to, whatever. Just
Well,
like
I
say something
certainly
I
think
regret
that
or
that's
something.
fine. I mean, Esau said he's 13 months
I know,
not
that's
drinking.
amazing.
And so I know that he will not be drinking.
I won't be the only one.
No, I don't think you will at all. I
Mom
won't be
told me
drinking.
that Mom was like, the only reason people don't actually drink is when they're pregnant. Are you pregnant?
Gretchen is she oh my
She's
God.
like, you went to the doctor today and you're not drinking. Are you pregnant?
Oh, I'm sure she already had like been looking at your stats. She like has decided when you're due. Yeah. So
What about you? Who do you think is the?
Well, so this is
The
like
wild
interesting.
card.
Like everyone has always considered me. I've always been like
You've really changed
bad
a lot.
one.
I would say 10 years ago we would have all said that, but you are much more balanced than you were then. You've done a lot of growth. Maybe
yeah. Or maybe I just try to keep my mouth
maybe
shut
you've
more.
chilled out a little more or something. I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of our siblings have chilled out more. I think that
Yeah,
we are
that's
going
true.
into this situation. We're all a lot older. We're all able to like set aside some of our stuff and just like be there for each other. And also, I think you did a really good job of setting up the expectation, saying like, hey, this is
Conflict-free
not
zone.
a time to
Yeah.
air out grievances. This is not a time to bring out stuff. This is a time to be together and enjoy each other. And so
I was thinking about getting like a foghorn or something. So like if people or like a vuvuzela, like if people start doing something like It's like,
good,
it can be funny.
Good. I like
and then
that.
also I was thinking, okay, who is going to be the most likely to cause a scene?
I mean, like dad. Not really.
It's not going to be you because you're conflict averse. It's possibly me, but I think I've learned my lessons. I can't go into that trope anymore. Esau is like a Zen Buddhist.
Oh, yeah, he's a Buddhist now, so
Yep.
he should be fine. Though he still has some anger problems.
Oh God, Isaac is certainly in the running.
Yeah,
That's a possibility.
Jake.
Jessica is. She won't. She just won't do
No.
that. No.
No.
So I think Jake Seth is also a possibility, but
like in
Seth is a different
way.
issue.
That's
yeah.
like more of his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Jake or Isaac.
I
They
just,
won't
like,
listen to this.
This
so.
would be like a very common thing that would happen, like at a family gathering or something. Is like something would happen, and then like mom would go upstairs crying. So like,
Always crying.
I'm just hoping like that mom's not going to be upstairs crying.
I think mom will probably cry from sadness at least once, and she will cry from happiness like 18 times.
Oh yeah, it'll be the best day of her life.
She is.
Day after
It sure will be. Okay.
All right.
Have we gotten into enough like family stuff? Like I feel like we've had lots of questions about. Oh, one question that someone asked, like, have we ever liked the same guys?
Oh, have you ever had sex with the same guy?
I don't think we can talk about that. I think maybe.
I don't know. Well, I was going to say too, like one of the reasons that Barack Obama is my celebrity fuck is because I don't think I've ever had sex with a black man. But
Okay.
now I'm like, God, that black man that I had sex with is going to be like emailing in. Like, what about? Excuse
Oh
me.
my God! If only if your scorned lovers are listening. Nor have I. Nor
So,
have I.
have we ever had the crush on the same guy? That's a good question. Oh, I think yeah.
Who?
I think there's one. It's like kind of a close, close to this.
Give me some
area.
hints.
I don't know.
You can't right now.
I mean, I could. It's like
Steve Haggard.
a big family. Yeah. No. I mean,
I had a
guess, like, we
huge
had
crush on him.
Yeah, like maybe we both had
Huge.
a crush on him.
He also couldn't see me.
I probably had a crush on like all of your boyfriends, you know, because you're like 6 years older than
Like
me. So
Patrick?
probably. No, not Patrick. Oh, sorry, Patrick.
We love you, Patrick. But he
but-
wasn't also my boyfriend, so
No, you just had a crush on him
for like 8 years.
Nick Young. I think. I
Okay,
thought
you
he
had a
was
little
kinda
crush on him.
Lee, you
Oh,
know,
okay.
those
Okay,
were,
so, like,
kinda
in that age, yeah.
Shane, you know, even like your high school
Oh,
boyfriends,
wow.
I was probably into
Wow.
too. John, you know, the juggler.
No. You know, speaking of Shane, I do love to do a little internet sleuthing from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just like to say he has made one very strong choice,
Yeah,
which is if you are premature balding, it's time to shave it.
Yeah.
Shave it
Yeah.
and save your dignity.
Love that.
Skip the Rogaine. Skip all of it. Skip anything.
toupee.
Skip any special combing. Shave.
Like the
Shave.
laser
I
balding
actually
helmet.
really like that look. Like I like
it's
a
hot. It
buzz
can be hot,
cut
yeah.
on a guy. I mean, especially if a guy has a good head of hair. But even if you have
cereal,
Cereal, oh, he might. Cereal might have a buzz. Cereal might have a buzz. Yeah, he might. I never put him on my hot list though.
we're almost done. Like 10 minutes. Okay.
We're just having a little interloper. Esther's being so good. I didn't have him on my hot list. You're just pointing out
I don't know.
examples
Yeah, I
of
don't
people.
know why
Okay.
that came up. Sorry. We got to
Other crushes that we both had, though, I don't think there was never an instance where we were like fighting over a guy.
Oh, no.
And in fact, I feel like we're very good about that. Like, had always been good about that. Like, if you liked someone, it would be like, I'd be like hands off. Also, we have different types.
We have very different types. Yeah, and also I think we have enough of an age difference that it doesn't seem to be too much of an
It's
issue.
true. Yeah.
I mean, yes and no. I feel like I've like always dated older people. I'm like,
Yeah, but so have I. I mean, Greg is
Right.
8 years older than I
True.
am.
True,
so
true,
he would be ancient
Yeah.
compared to you. I
yeah,
mean,
I was
can you
just thinking about that
imagine?
today? I'm like, I don't have any friends my age. Like, I don't have any 33-year-old friends. I'm like, all my friends are old.
I have a lot
You
of
know?
younger friends.
I know. You love the youth. You
I
love
know.
teens.
This like neighbor across the alley from us, her name is Eva. We were doing like our community garage sales. I was obsessed with her. She's like 20 years old. I've sent her like 14 messages asking. She was like, "Oh, you smoke weed?" I was like, "Yes."
Yes.
I've been like texting her.
You're like,
been,
I love weed.
I'm like, smoking weed in the alley if you want to come. That
Never-
sounds so
she,
fun,
like,
but I can't
never
make it.
comes.
That sounds so fun, but I can't make it. I'm like, okay. I
Okay,
get the hint.
so I think that's enough on like family stuff right now, enough on our past. There's like so much more to get into there, and we will over time unpack a lot of that stuff.
We only have 2 episodes left.
Well, I mean, we could bring it back at some point too, you know? We might take it on the road to
Yes,
Duluth.
we are considering. We are considering this fall. We have not penned anything in. Nothing has been finalized. But now consider this the official invites. Haven. We are considering once you're up there in Duluth in school to come out and get a little what is happening on college campuses today with a freshman.
That'll be great for you.
And then also we are considering we are considering a broadcast from the Noisef offices.
Yeah. So Caitlin Della, little shout out to you.
Yep.
Noise Up Bazaar.
Yep.
Great place for like incredible used clothing.
And Haven Spicer, great source of youth culture.
Yep.
So we are considering that. Neither of us have been to Duluth, and we are interested in a potential fall set of 3 shows, but we'll just see. This does take time. We don't have a ton of listeners. We would love to have more listeners. If you would pass this along to some friends. I am hearing some really nice notes from people who have written into me to be like, hey, I am a listener. I don't know you guys.
Yeah.
So it's not just Mary in Dublin. I had a nice note from Anna Lisa Albright. She said that she is a listener. And then I had another one. I believe her name is something Satterfield. I believe. Does she follow you? But she gave me Laura. Listen to this. Laura Satterfield. She said, hi, I'm listening to your podcast and I don't know you. I said, hi, Laura. Thanks so much for listening. Tell me about yourself. Are you a Wisconsinite? She says, I'm in Boston. Somehow follow both you and your sister on Insta for years now. My friend, also in Boston, recommended. You officially have a nationwide following.
Oh my God, that is so kind.
We would love more. So if you like what we're putting out there, please share it with your friends. I would love to see the download numbers reach 100.
Ticking up. Yeah.
200, 300, 1,000.
1,000.
Because if we can make this something that people are really enjoying, we can figure out a way to get some of these sponsorships and it's not costing us money to do.
Right.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah. I just had one question for you, which is is there anybody that you really hope is listening or somebody that you really hope is not listening?
I mean, I'm always afraid that clients, former clients, future clients are listening and then just going to think that I'm unhinged and insane.
Yeah.
So, but when
that.
Cyril told me he was listening, he was like, I'm listening. It's good. This was something that a job that I interviewed for. And he was like, it wasn't a negative at all. So I'm trying to just remember that's many parts of my personality. Who do I hope is listening? Every one of my exes. Of course.
Well, I was also I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and I was just glad to hear them say this out loud, which is when you're looking at who viewed your Instagram stories, you're just there's just a couple names you're looking for.
Oh my God.
And I was like, God, thank God that's not just me. I thought that was a me problem.
No, I think that's everyone. Yeah. Well, there's always someone that's people say who do you view a celebrity? Who do you consider your personal celebrity? Who do you watch? Whose stories do you watch they're a celebrity?
Well, Caitlin Della was one of those for me. I find her to be
good.
I know.
She's a good
She's really
Instagram.
good. I've got a few. And I was actually thinking since we're all still on Instagram so many years later, I should do one of those things about my favorite accounts that I follow.
Yeah.
You should just throw it out there.
Yeah.
Because I'm look, we're all still here.
Well, mine is Rudy Jude probably, but she actually is a celebrity.
Yeah, she's famous.
Yeah.
She's extremely famous in our circles. Okay, that's helpful. I think that's good.
I mean, I have some other ones, but I'm going to put a little more thought into it, and then we can throw them out there next week. And then finally, if anyone has thoughts about specific, we love the listener submissions.
Yeah.
So that's spicyinswiconsin@gmail.com. And then we would love a few voicemails. Do we have the voicemail number? What is our number?
I have no idea. But we could find out somehow.
Let's throw it out there
Google.
On the socials.
Yeah, we'll put it.
And we'll put the number.
Take a picture of us.
We'll put the number out there for people. But we would love to hear your voicemails, and we'll play those on the air if they're good.
Yeah.
I think that's it for this week.
Do you want me to read one of those cold promos?
Oh my
to
God.
you?
Yes. Okay. So in an attempt to get Wonder State's attention, Lydia, this is for you.
This is I also would just like to put an explicit rating. A lot of people are asking us where's the spicy in Wisconsin? So when I wrote these, I decided I would just go for it full force. And also Steve, thank you so much. You are the one who recommended some of these possible sponsorship ideas to us.
Amazing.
Okay. I can't read this out loud. It's
do you want me to read it? Do you want me to try to do it without?
Read the first. Just read the
Wonder State?
Yeah, read that one.
Wonder State Coffee.
No, don't read Wonder State Coffee first. Start over. Just read that.
Okay. You know what I like more than a hug? Okay. You know what I like more than a hard cock in the morning? A freshly brewed cup of hot Wonder State coffee. It wakes me up, gets my heart racing, and always leaves me satisfied. Good writing.
Did you like that one? Okay, should I read you the next one?
Yes.
I really can't read these out
Yes,
loud.
you
It's
can
really
do
hard
it.
for me. You know what's even more delicious than a mouthful of jizz? Organic Valley heavy whipping cream. It's so rich and creamy.
Oh my God.
Organic Valley, the cleanest thing you'll put in your mouth all weekend. Because if something's going in there, it might as well be organic.
Girl. Okay, these are
All right,
good.
are you ready for the next one? Don't read the first part, okay? Just don't read the title.
You know what gets me horizontal way faster than my husband ever could? 2 Ollie melatonin gummies. Move over, honey. I'd rather have Ollie sleep gummy. At least Ollie knows how to get me into bed, keep me there all night, and leave me satisfied in the morning. These are really funny. These are good,
Some
Leia.
of them are kind of mean, I think. This one isn't as good, okay? When it comes to flour, there's only one clear choice. King Arthur. It rises beautifully, always satisfies everyone at the table. And it's the only thing you'll be needing tonight.
That one's not as good.
That was
But I think like there's
that's our
something with
weakest.
rising.
Rising. It
Something's
always rises to the occasion.
Rising. Those are
Okay.
good. Thank you. Thank you for that. I also just wanted to follow up. There was one listener comment from our anonymous listener. It was buried in like page 5 of the second email. And I feel that the comment was something like, do you ever do any work? And
On the farm.
yes,
Not like-
on the
yeah.
farm. Do you ever
Like, clearly
actually
I'm
do any
working right
work
now.
on the farm? And that comment has been living rent free in my brain, and not in a good way. I will be out there like, pitchforking with dad in just like the most hot conditions, afraid of for my life that I'm going to see a snake, and like sweating. And then I'm like, do I ever do any fucking work on the farm? Yeah, look at me now. You fucking work on the, like kind of like that. Like I get like so mad. So, the answer is absolutely yes. We do a lot of work on the farm, especially Leia, who lives there. But I
Yeah.
try to put in a
We work
couple
all the
hours
time.
a week.
We're always working. It's like dawn till dusk work.
You do.
All right. So I think this is about it for this show. We're right at that hour mark, and we're trying to keep it not over that.
Yes, ma'am. We are
So-
done for the day. Thank you all again so much for listening. We will be back with you again next week for episode 5 and then episode 6. And we're out for the summer. We'll definitely be taking at least some period of break. And if you want us to come back in the fall for a limited edition series, you're going to have to let us know. You're going to have to show us the love. You're going to have to get those download numbers up. You're going to
right.
have to get those listener submissions in. You get the idea.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you again next week.
See you next week.
Spicy in Wisconsin.